The year 2024 started on a good note for the Nigeria Police Force with the gale of the arrest of cyber-stalking blackmailers and violent criminals who have been tormenting individuals and terrorizing various communities across the country. The dragnet of the Nigeria Police National Cybercrime Center, Police Intelligence Tactical Team, DFI IRT and DFI STS captured 71 suspects. 67 of the hoodlums were paraded on Tuesday by ACP Olumuyiwa Dejobi, the first public relations officer, for multiple crimes ranging from kidnapping, gun running, one chance, armed robbery and banditry, whilst 3 cybercrime suspects were earlier paraded on Friday, the 5th of January, by the FPRO.
This press briefing today, we have a total of 67 suspects who were arrested by the gallant operatives of IRT and STS, some of whom are already facing prosecution for the various cases for which they have been indicted. 5,454 rounds of different calibers of live ammunition, 300 live cartridges, a total number of 68 rifles, 19 different brands of vehicles, 4 motorcycles, 23 daggers or swords, 50 empty shells of ammunition, 800 make-off handsets, different handsets, 1 POS machine, and 33 different ATM cards were recovered and marked as exhibits for the prosecution of the various cases.
Social media undoubtedly has an overwhelmingly positive influence on our public life. However, its usage by some unscrupulous individual bloggers seems to correlate with online harassment, stalking and blackmailing. The trios of Adebukola, Otukpo aka Omoba, Nedum Somtochukwu and Isaac Akpoke, operators of the Gistlover microblogging site, were arrested and paraded by the Nigeria Police Force last Friday following a petition of threat to life and blackmailing by one Dr. Mrs. Sheye Oladejo.
That is a victim, that was cyber-stalked. And of course, he reported to the police through petition and through the IG. The case was assigned to us. So it took us a little while, for us to be able to get our file. Because what we do here is not just investigating cases, but we do what we call intelligent-led investigation. We don't just go after suspects. What we do is to look at the facts, get our evidences, do proper profiling, then before we go for the suspect. Suspect is usually the last thing that we do. So when the case was reported against Gistlover, of course we'll have to do due diligence, following, knowing that we'll have to follow the legal, aspect to make sure that the proper thing has been done. So we're able to do our proper profiling and we arrested 3 that are actually those that created lots of accounts. Of course, when we arrested 3 of them, we brought them to our center and the first interrogation. And at the end of the day, we recovered from their devices, we recovered a whole lot of accounts, both real and fake accounts of Gistlover pages created by 3 of them. And so, of course, when they created it, of course, Gistlover is out there to blackmail a whole lot of people. That's what they do. So, and of course, we have the evidence, and at the end of the day, they're going to go for prosecution.
A microblogging platform known for cyber-stalking, incitement, blackmail, and sundry, which has over the years been a cause for public outcry. Upon arrest, the suspects revealed their various degrees of involvement in the conspiracy, collaborating the already available overwhelming evidences. The first suspect, Adebukola aka Omoba Gistlover, was responsible for the creation of over 80% of the gist lover pages. Redirect traffic to the new page, helping the blog to evade sanctions. Enjoying incentives like referrals for promotions from the head of the syndicate. Nedum has also been found sharing content, feedbacks, and making defamatory remarks with the said head of the syndicate. The third suspect, Isaac Akogi, a 30-year-old male resident of Igadu, Lagos State, unlike the duo above, is like hundreds of Nigerians whom, having observed the lucrative nature of the blackmailing, cyberstalking, and false information market, decides to imitate the gist lover blog. By so doing, he created several of such pages and mirrors the activities of the blog, including reposting the defamatory and life-threatening posts against the complainant and many other notable Nigerians. Digital forensics led to the recovery of 4 gist lover pages created by Isaac Akpogoro. The suspect will be charged to court upon the conclusion of this investigation. While strongly warning against all sorts of partnership that promote the illegal activities of this blog and others engaging in similar activities, the Inspector General of Police of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, IGP Olukayode Adeolu Egbetokun, PhD NPM, applauds the Nigerian Police Force National Cybercrime Center under the leadership of CP Uche Ifeanyi Henry, as he affirms the commitment of the force to ensuring the safety of citizens in the physical and digital space. We want to reiterate again that contrary to the general perception we have in this country, that particular blog, this lover blog, is being manned or managed by an individual. Our investigations have revealed that it's a syndicate comprising many individuals. Out of them, we have arrested 3. We are still spreading our tentacles to arrest others who belong to these syndicates. We all know that cyberstalking, cyberbullying, misinformation, disinformation, or malinformation, or spread of fake news is an offense in Nigeria. All these are contrary to the provisions of the Nigerian law or extant laws, particularly Cybercrime Prohibition Act 2015. How do you use this number?
Because when I see a vendor, and the vendor or anybody that is following this want to patronize me, I have this clarity that it's not going to scam me or scam my followers. So that is how I came into Gist. Again, they said,
so what do you do? What do you do online?
I help people fix their sponsored app. I fix their sponsored app. It should then help online stores that are not used to navigation on the Instagram. I also help people grow their Instagram page.
Have you ever shared any content?
Yes, for example,
you share content on your platform?
Yes, on my personal page. I share
those somebody else's content or
my personal content.
You have not shared anybody?
No.
Somebody?
No.
You have not shared it?
My personal or any I have not shared any defamatory or celebrity or even the said complaint. I've never shared anything concerning.
Well, you help to call followers anytime these platforms.
Yes, because we have a lot of
shut down.
When the page gets down, we have a lot of fake, and those fake they still scam people. And due to the nature of my business, I have to tell them this is the real one, this is the fake one. So on our way to me that the force is trying to get down the page. That is the real gist.
Thing of science here. And we have our system. This is the National Cybercrime Center, not the divisional headquarters that arrested you, not an area command office that arrested you. So this is what they do, and this is what they have been trained for. So they know we have what we have. What we have here is you have created over 80% of the gist lover pages. thereby lending its digital footprint for the perpetration of aforementioned crime, particularly in the case at hand. We are not even talking of other cases. I know Nigerians will come up with other cases. We have more than 100 petitions against this this lover blog alone. I know Nigerians have been coming up. The center has been receiving more complaints, even against those that we have here. We just decided to make this one known to Nigerians, that against the erroneous perception that this lover is just an individual. It's a syndicate, and you know what they do to get traffic, and you actually been getting traffic. Based on our own record, you are getting that traffic, and you are getting this traffic for a purpose. Yes. We've got our own information, and we have done our analysis too. Everything we do now in some of these cases are forensic investigation, and that's the best way we can go in this country. And as you say, like I told you, we cannot trace his ID in any of our databases, either from NIPSI or from any database. We cannot get it. So it's another thing that we are looking into. It's another dimension, because we expect every Nigerian to have his identity, either from NIPSI or from EWA, whatever it is. We have been tracing his identity as a Nigerian. We cannot see any. So this speaks volume, and is a challenge to us in security business to still do more. So we are trying to work with NIPSI to see what we can do in this area as well, so that we know that every Nigerian is adequately identifiable, and we can trace you with your ID, either with your number or whatever identity you can have as a Nigerian. This one does not have any, and that's why we have been able to trace to an extent that we have established some links we have with some foreign partners. We are still working on the aspect of the organ harvest. It's another critical thing. These are the allegations we have. We are working on them. But for now, we have all these cases against him. We still continue with our investigation. But the call to Nigerians is that see his face. If you come across with him, contact us. Let us get more information from you. We still need more information. Can you let them see? Because Nigerians must see you, so that we will not be out again or whatever, and you still go out to be claimed that you are a doctor. You have two names. You are Dr. Ovie something, and Dr. Henry.
While the police were contending with criminals on cyberspace who were hoodwinking and stalking innocent victims, the inhabitants of the Mangu and Bokos in the Barakin-Ladin local government area of Plateau State were subjected to a most horrendous evil situation on 24th December 2023, the eve of Christmas. The prospect of having a blissful Christmas holiday was cut short when gunmen in their droves stormed these communities in a commando style on motorbikes to launch unprecedented violent attacks on 12 villages, maiming and killing over 160 people, setting ablaze over 221 houses. Some of the criminal elements responsible for the heinous assaults later met their Waterloo in the hands of the police in a gun duel, whilst 3 of the gun runners who were part of the cells in the terror attacks were nabbed in their criminal hideout in the forest.
The public to cooperate with the police in their communities, give us information, we will protect you, we will make use of every piece of information you make available to us, we will act on them, and it will be for the good of the community and your good. Thank you.
The call that the Inspector General of Police IGP Kayode Adeolu to compare the LPM was in Plateau State to conduct on-the-spot assessment of the affected areas, emplacing tactical strategies to bring to book the perpetrators of these attacks. These strategies are already yielding results, as 3 suspects who are members of a gun-running syndicate linked to the attacks have been apprehended and are currently in police custody assisting with the investigation. The suspects are Ahmed Sulaiman, Balikisu Aliyu, and Aboki Samuel. Upon the arrest, the following exhibits were recovered: 1 ash-colored golf car, 1 AK-47 rifle, 1 AK-49 rifle, 1,000 rounds of live ammunition, and 5 magazines. We are closing in on others involved in the attacks.
Another four-member gang who belonged to a cubicle of armed robbers that masterminded the Otukpo deadly armed robbery attacks on 5 banks on 20th November 2023 were among those paraded before the media. The suspected criminals were arrested in their hideout in Taraku village in Buruku local government in Benue State by detectives of the IRT operatives on the orders of the Inspector General of Police. The 4 robbers who killed 7 policemen, including the divisional police officer, during a gun duel with the police, confessed to their crime and narrated how they got their arm to prosecute the dastardly robbery attacks on First, Access, UBA, Zenith, and IBTC simultaneously.
On 20th November 2023, a deadly bank robbery incident which claimed the lives of 7 policemen, including a divisional police officer and several civilians, occurred in Otukpo, Benue State. The robbers carted away millions of naira while killing innocent Nigerians. The operatives of IRT, on the order of the Inspector General of Police, swung into action and arrested 4 suspects while 5 fell to their superior firepower during a fierce gun duel at their hideout in Taraku village in Buruku local government of Benue State. The suspected armed robbers have confessed to the crime and linked other gang members who are presently at large. They also narrated and revealed how they got their arms on loan for every operation from one Tazungwe Shonda, aka 3-star general, now late, and also some from Talumon, Pila, and Ayuko, both at large, and we are working to make sure we get them.
The avalanche of criminals arrested included those of one-chance robbers in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The array of criminals operated as one chance in the country, especially in the Federal Capital Territory, has given the Nigeria Police Force and many stakeholders sleepless nights. Despite public outcry and daily arrests, these gangsters appear not ready to back out. These underworld men have different operation modes, ranging from cluster to sparing. Often unsuspected victims fall prey when they board their cars. On several occasions, many innocent persons have been killed, robbed, maimed, and sometimes experienced inhuman treatment. To nip this ugly trend in the bud, police operatives on surveillance trailed and arrested Syndicate, who specialized in kidnapping and one chance in Abuja. Some of the suspects arrested are Patrick Enenche, 35 years, Samuel Francis, 29 years, Kingsley Ekere, 32 years, all males living at Karimo Federal Capital Territory, Abuja.
Our police operatives on surveillance trailed and arrested Patrick Enenche, 35, and other suspects we have mentioned, all of them of Karimo FCT Abuja, and the following exhibits, as I mentioned, were recovered from them. One of the victims identified the gang leader, Patrick Enenche, who picked her at Galadimawa Junction on 27th of November 2023 at about 9 p.m., where she was robbed of a Technophone, ATM card, and the sum of 1,500,000 naira, which the hoodlums demanded from before she was pushed down from their moving car at about 12:30 a.m. This is one of the cases we have handled in the Federal Capital Territory. You know, recently we have been battling with this problem of one chance. Before, we knew that it was rampant in Lagos, but over time, the one chance has come to Abuja by some of these criminally minded individuals. And the IGP has mandated all our operatives to give support to the Federal Capital Territory Command so that we can actually fight this battle holistically and decimate activities of these criminal elements who terrorize people in the Federal Capital Territory. The IGP has deployed additional assets, both material and human, to assist the FCT Command to make sure Abuja is or becomes more secure and peaceful.
Our advice is that members of the public should have absolute trust in the police. We should actually see the police as our friend. When there are information that borders on security or lack of it, we must report, promptly to the nearest police station. And we must have confidence in the police. We don't have any other thing that can safeguard our interests as far as security is concerned. So every member of the public should take it as a personal responsibility to report whatever becomes untoward at any level to the nearest policeman, so that at the end of the day, everybody can go home and sleep soundly with our two eyes closed.
The pains, stress, mental emotion, and physical and hormonal changes are some of the trials that characterize childbearing. Imagine giving birth to a child after these attributes are mentioned. The child is stolen the same day they were given birth. This is the case of baby Meekness, who was kidnapped along 9 other children by child trafficking syndicates. However, doggedness and professionalism of the Nigeria police force paid off as 10 of them were rescued. 9 out of 10 children rescued have been successfully reunited with their families except Meekness, who knows nothing about her origin or family. The Nigeria police is appealing to the general public. Anyone who may have lost a girl child about 6 years ago should contact the police through the office of the Force Public Relations Department, Nigeria Police Force Headquarters Abuja, to identify her or give information that could lead to her union with her family.
Kidnapping children from states across the country and selling them off at Aba in Abia State. 9 children were rescued from this gang, are united with their families, and the suspects were charged to court accordingly. In a follow-up of this case in 2021, a 5-year-old child identified as Meekness female was rescued. Investigation shows that she had been adopted since 2017 until 2021, when she was rescued by operatives of Nigerian Police Force. She was kept in the custody of an orphanage home pending the court verdict, which eventually came in by December 2023, just last month. She is here presently with us, gentlemen of the press. Where is the young girl? I want us to have the face of the girl. We are looking for the parent of this young girl. So if anybody knows the whereabouts of the girl and its parents, or you know anything about this young girl, please, we want you to come to our office or contact us.
ACP Muyiwa Adejobi, the Force Public Relations Officer of the Nigeria Police, says the police have credible intelligence that the new slogan for 2024 for Nigeria's youth, "No grief for anybody," is from a revolutionary sector. Thus, cautioned that if this slogan allowed to spread, it may likely cause problems across the country.
And let me say again, on this note, that the new slogan for 2023-24 for our young ones is "No degree for anybody." We have been informed from our intelligence that this slogan is coming from a revolutionary sector that may likely cause problem across the country. No degree for anybody is being seen as just a normal talk, but in security business, in security community, we have seen it as a very, very dangerous slogan that can trigger crisis.
You have a responsibility to be a good citizen, shun all forms of crime and criminality to make Nigeria great.